And a happy Monday night to you from Wayne State Fieldhouse in Midtown Detroit. Chad Bush and Evan Stockton getting ready for Season 2 of the Motor City Cruise. It was so fun in year one, Evan. This team ready to get back at it. There's some different faces, but this organization's looking to keep this train a-running and chugging. The Cruise had a great first year.
Yeah, they really did. Quite frankly, for everyone watching, the dream of the Detroit Pistons, who are playing at home tonight down the road. What happened last year is exactly what they needed. Development for a young, growing franchise, and you can only hope, Chad, that it continues this year. It's minor league sports. There's a lot of new faces on this team, but we're excited to see what this year brings. It's going to be fun.
DJ Baker is back. We'll get to his interview shortly. But the opponent tonight, the Windy City Bulls, have a couple games under their belt. They've got a familiar name, though, in the guy that's in the middle of their havoc that they've created already as a defensive standout team. The Bulls bring in a familiar name and a guy that we know quite a bit about.
Yeah, it's Kostas Antetokounmpo, who, look, we all know who his brother is. He's arguably the best player in the NBA right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And there's so much about the Antetokounmpo brothers, right? You've heard a lot about them. They've all appeared pretty much in the NBA at one point or another. So what do you need to know about this one? He's a good basketball player. He's coming off an excellent weekend against the Bucks G League team, the Wisconsin Herd. The thing for him, Chad, is if he can find the ability to step outside and shoot the three, he's got a chance to really be up in the NBA for a while. He was 0 for 3 from behind the three-point line in their last game. That's the reason he's here. Can he consistently hit threes from the outside? He's got the athleticism like his brother. Now let's see if he can start hitting some more threes.
The Crews were an excellent defensive team last year. They want to continue that 3-and-D type thing. Braxton Key's one of the guys for them that really gets him going on the defensive end, but he can score too.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're college basketball nerds like Chad Bush and I are, you know the name Braxton Key. He's already appeared with the Pistons so far this season. Again, that's what we're expecting. Guys like Braxton Key to go up and down between the Crews and the Pistons this year. Braxton had a very good collegiate career that he wrapped up at Virginia. And he's one of those guys, Chad, look, he knows the score. He's a veteran player. He's down here to get his minutes and try to get back to the NBA, but also foster the young guys, build the culture of the Detroit Pistons as a whole. Excited to see what he can do tonight and all season long.
Yep. A winner, former national champion at Virginia. And a list of new Crews members surrounded by this guy, Braxton Key. We've got a lot in store tonight. It's home opener number 1, the Crews 0-1. Evan, they played a game in overtime, the first in NBA G League history. How exciting. It was a loss, but the Crews stood out and did quite well in that game.
Yeah, they did. They had that weird Elam ending. 1st to 7 wins, and DJ Baker was telling us before the game, yeah, it's kind of weird. I had to coach differently because it's 1st to 7, you know? It's like when the lights are going out and your brothers are playing pickup. All right, boys, 1st to 7, then we got to go eat dinner. That's part of the reason the G League exists as well, right? Is to try new things out and implement it up in the NBA.
Rolling with the changes from Midtown Detroit, Evan Stockton, Chad Bush. Glad to be back with you. Year 2, Motor City Cruise, Windy City Bulls coming up next, right after this. Welcome inside Wayne State Fieldhouse, ready for Motor City Cruise Year 2. And we're with the bench boss back for his second year behind the bench. And DJ Baker, glad you're with us. Welcome back. Congratulations on last year. What an opening season for this franchise. Must have felt great when you look back and recapped after the dust settled.
Yeah, it's crazy to think we're back at it again. Starting season number 2, we're really excited. We're really proud of what the foundation of what we were able to build last year, and now it's time to move on to this season, and we're excited about our guys.
This league's about changes, advancement, folks moving around, moving up. Your team, no different. You moved guys around. You lost some guys you didn't want to, but you got some new folks. Tell us about this team. What's the new theme for the Crews in 22?
Yeah, I think this whole league is about adaptability. You know, like nothing is going to stay the same. Nothing's constant. But I'm really excited about the group of guys that we have. We have a number of veteran players that have been very productive. Braxton Key, Kiefer Sykes, Devontae Kaycock are guys that are proven in this league and have good NBA experience as well. We have a number of young rookies as well that the organization and myself are very excited about the opportunity to develop, and then we got a few returning G League vets that are really solid pieces for us. So I love how the teams come together.
Let's talk about Braxton Key, a guy that played in the NBA 11 games last year. The Pistons acquired him in March. Too late for your season.
Yeah.
He brings a lot to the table. Defense comes to the forefront when you talk about Braxton Key.
Yeah, no, he's a great kid, great worker. He's developed a lot since joining the Pistons organization. Spent all summer with them, spent all fall with them, with the Pistons, and now he's going to be a big part of our Cruise team. So he had a very successful G League season, great minutes for the Pistons last year when he got time with them. So he's going to be a big part of what we do. Great defensive player, very good rebounder, and versatile offensive player. So we're fortunate to have him.
You hate to lose Derek Walton. He was the heart and soul of your team last year, but you replace him with a guy that really has to feel good having Kiefer Sykes running your show.
Yeah, and he's from Chicago, so I'm a little bit biased. But
of course.
No, I love Derek Walton. He was the cornerstone of our team, and now to get a player like Kiefer who has great NBA experience, has been a very successful G League player. He's a veteran player, so we look to him to be one of our leaders and a highly productive player. So we're fortunate to have him.
Speaking of the Chicago theme, it carries on with your opponent tonight.
Yeah.
The Windy City Bulls are here, a team that's 1-1. They've got 2 games under their belt, and a team that can play some defense, we know. What else do you know about your hometown team in the G League?
You know, they're very well coached, and they have a number of new pieces as well. They have a few returners from last season, just like we do, but they had 2 very competitive games against Wisconsin to start the season, and start off with a back-to-back, and they split those games, and they're a talented team. They have multiple ball handlers, they have some good shooting and scores, and they have versatile bigs. So I mean, it's going to be a battle.
Lastly, what was the best thing that happened in your overtime loss, the first ever in G League history, the other night in Cleveland?
Yeah, I mean, I think this early on in the season, we're learning about growing and getting better every single day, and our young guys getting NBA experience, G League experience, and just looking to continue to let them adapt to this game, adapt to the style of play, and each and every game they're going to get better. So we're excited to have game number 2 here tonight.
That's DJ Baker, the bench boss of the Motor City Cruise, getting set to take on the Windy City Bulls. Thanks for your time tonight. Look forward to seeing you. All the best in your second year after that wonderful first season.
Great to be back. Excited for the year.
All right, we're back with the start of tonight's game right after this. This is Cruise Basketball. Back to Palmer with a finish. And a foul. Welcome back inside Wayne State Fieldhouse. The home opener for the Crews. The Crews with one game under their belt. A loss a few nights ago to the Charge on Friday, 113-111 in overtime, the first overtime game ever. Meanwhile, the Bulls 1-1 come in with a couple of games down. They are coming off a loss against the Herd of Wisconsin, 112-102. My partner, Evan Stockton. An exciting game tonight. We're looking to see what the identity is for Motor City Crews. A new team, new players. We're excited to see how they come together.
Yeah, Chad, that's what we were just talking about in the open, right? This is minor league sports in a nutshell. You're going to have turnover every single year, but the fact of the matter remains, what's the point of the team? Benefit the team down the road, and this is a unique night, as we were just talking about. Pistons are playing tonight. Crews are playing tonight. Bluntly, this was the vision of Troy Weaver, Tom Goris, and everyone in that organization. Have guys here that are ready to go there, and yeah, as you say, we will see who the pieces are for the Crews throughout this year. You know some of the names that helped this squad last year. New names will help them this year.
No doubt. We'll get to the starters in this one. And Windy City will come out in the road whites. We're getting used to the blues at home for the Crews, but that is indeed the color they wear at home. Let's meet the starters. Kiefer Sykes is the new point guard out of Green Bay, a guy that's played overseas. He's back in a good one, and a replacement for Derek Walton. Buddy Boeheim is the starter at the shooting guard spot, the pride of Syracuse and the rookie. And #1 fan club to my right, Evan Stockton, will be pulling for him publicly and privately tonight. Stanley Amude is the small forward and the rookie out of Arkansas. 1 year at Arkansas, made most of his mark as a Coyote in South Dakota. Braxton Key, maybe the best player right now, a guy 6'8", 230 out of Virginia, won a national title, and also a guy that's on a two-way contract with Detroit. Scored 24 points his last time out with 11 rebounds. And Devontae Kaycock out of UNC Wilmington, undersized center at 6'7", 240, a guy that can really rebound, and he's got a NBA Finals title ring to his credit. And Evan, why don't you take us through the Windy City Bulls starters?
Yeah, absolutely. So Akostas Antetokounmpo, as you know, we just talked about in the open, familiar last name. Henry Drell, a good-looking 22-year-old from Estonia. Carlik Jones, Marko Simonovic, and Ethan Thompson. Ethan Thompson's a fun name that we'll talk throughout the broadcast about. One of the better Oregon State Beavers in program history. His dad coached there, his brother played there, Ethan played there as well. Excited to see what he'll bring to the Windy City Bulls roster tonight.
Thank you, sir, very much. And we are underway. Of course, DJ Baker, the second-year head coach for the Crews. And the Windy City Bulls, coached by Coach Domer Sant. Here we go. Layup left hand, no good at short. And no good for Kaycock. Jones dead spot right for the game's first points, no. Kaycock ahead to Sykes, lays it in. Kiefer Sykes, remember the name, with a bucket.
Well, when you're 6 foot 180 playing pro ball, you got to be able to finish creatively, and that's what Sykes just did. The first two of many he's going to have this year, we'd guess.
Sykes, a guy that's played in the league for quite some time out of Chicago. Bounced around a bit, got a great story, all these guys do. Braxton Key from the mid-post, excuse me, that's Amude in the mid-post, off the mark. Here come the Windy City Bulls down a bucket. Simonovic to the lane. Banker, no, foul on Boeheim. And this is the part of the game for Boeheim that maybe limited him to just 14 minutes the other night in Cleveland.
Look, Buddy Boeheim was first team in the conference last year with Syracuse in the ACC. Dude can shoot it as well as maybe anyone in America. But what is the defense that Syracuse runs? 2-3. You don't exactly have to slide and stay with people man-to-man defense.
Yep.
Frankly, that's why Buddy wasn't drafted and why he's playing in the G League instead of being a three-point shooter somewhere up there.
Yep. Guy that did play in the Summer League and had a fine game and performance on a two-way contract with Detroit. So line right. This is
Let's just call a spade a spade. Everyone in the arena can hear us, I think. Maybe they fixed it.
Is it fixed? Oh.
No, they can still hear you, Chad. They can't hear me.
Oh, man.
Simonovic makes the free throw. So here we go. 2-2, we're tied up. Minute gone by.
Has anything like this happened to you before in your broadcasting career?
Never, but this is great. Sykes top of the circle. Pick and roll, Kaycock, kick out. Buddy from the corner for three. No. And here come the Bulls with Carlik Jones coming off a 21-point performance. Back out left wing. This is Drell. The Lithuanian left-hand layup is good. And the Bulls have their first lead of the night.
Again, Chad, that's what we were talking about with Buddy. Drell driving by him baseline, and now good job on the other end getting your feet set outside of that circle. Drawing an offensive foul. Nice job by Jones taking the contact. Get another look at it here, right? This is Key trying to get inside. Braxton Key going to be a very big part of the Cruz's success this season, but nice job by Jones getting back on defense.
So here come the Bulls, up by 2. 10:20 left. Top of the circle, rip and drive. Thompson, up and good. Ethan Thompson. 6'5", 200-pounder. Giving the Bulls a 4-point lead. Kaycock back out to Sykes. Little two-man game in the paint. Kaycock throws it away. Jones on the run, layup good, and the Bulls have taken a 6-point lead, their largest of the game.
I mean, those are similar looking plays, Chad, that you expect early on in a basketball season. The offensive rhythm and flow, just not there for the Cruz yet early in this game, just their second of the year.
Amude for three, Splash City. And the Cruz have cut the lead in half. It's 8-5.
Stanley Amude may be the greatest player in the history of South Dakota basketball. Finished his career at Arkansas, and that's what he did. Led the Hogs in three-point shooting last year.
Former Coyote. Simonovic in the short corner left. We've got a whistle. And it's a defensive 3-second violation with the Bulls enjoying a 3-point lead. 9:20 left. Glad you're with us from Wayne State Fieldhouse. Thompson's free throw is good. Thompson was undrafted out of Oregon State last year, former 5-star recruit. He was 25th in the country coming out of the class of 2017, but it was a big part of Oregon State's run to the Elite Eight in 2021. Left elbow jump shot short. Rebound Sykes, and here come the Cruz down by 4.
Good news, Chad. They can no longer hear you. You can freely say whatever the heck you want now.
Oh, take a breath. Man, dumped a Key in the paint. Left hand leaner, no. But he'll go line left and look to cut this lead in half. Braxton Key on the cut. This guy knows how to get to the hole.
Yes, he does. I told you in the open about the great career he had at Virginia in college hoops. He started at Alabama, but it was fitting that Braxton Key ended his collegiate career at Virginia. Chad, do you know who Braxton Key's uncle is?
Braxton Key's uncle.
I'll just help
the test.
I'm just going to help you out. It was Ralph Sampson.
Ralph Sampson.
So I mean, if you're
Ralph Virginia.
Yes, if you're Ralph Sampson's nephew, you have one choice of college.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Virginia. Yeah.
It wasn't his first, but it was
Right.
his last. Lay-in Jones in a tricky little thing. Carlik Jones, 15.5 points per game this year. He's tricky. Kaycock out of UNC Wilmington was the nation's top rebounder his junior year. Coast to coast with a lay-in. And the Bulls are up by 6.
I mean, look, there's the shades of the athleticism that has made Giannis the best player in the world. His brother doing a nice job with the steal and the 2.
The right-handed hammer. He Kaycocked it down. And the Cruz are within 4 with that slamma a gemma.
Oh my goodness. Clear the runway on that one.
Drell with a lefty lay-in. His favored hand is down. And we've got a whistle on the floor and a foul on Simonovic. Off the ball against a riled up Kaycock, and here's why.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, you talk about flexing backward to throw one down. Watch this. Yeah, so Antetokounmpo, the man who contested, but did you see how Jones just kind of slid out of the way? That's what we call a business decision. I do not want to be on a poster.
Foul on the ball, and this one's going to go on Drell. Drell's the guy that is from Estonia.
Have you ever been to Estonia, Chad?
I have not, but
Neither
I've
have
always wanted. I've known an Estonian. She played on my co-ed kickball team.
Wow.
Sideline right, triples down. Amude, Splash City, Cruz within 3. Simonovic, no. Sykes says psych. Smacks it away from the 6'11 center. And the Crews with a little bit of pep in their step, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sykes is such a cool story. He's played professionally in 5 different countries, not including this one. He's going to bring, Chad, to this organization, to this Crews team specifically, the veteran leadership that you need at this level of ball.
Yeah, he's a guy that really steps in nicely when you lost so much. That's Kaycock. He's been active in the first quarter. This is a guy that put up 21 points last time out. Kick right corner, Simonovic for 3, no. And the Crews with friendly fire somehow save it. And a whistle, and was he out of bounds? No, we're gonna get a push.
I called that foul on Antetokounmpo.
Costas.
Wow.
Interesting. Timeout? No timeout on the floor.
All right, let's get another look here. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah,
got the backside.
Yeah. As always, good calls, officials. Well done.
They were on it. These officials are training for the big leagues, too. Nice dump pass down to Kaycock. Missed the bunny. Sykes nearly stole it away, but Simonovic on the run out to Jones. Bulls by a field goal. Still, until now, the little fella fighting to keep it alive. And Carlik Jones, all 6, one of them, makes it a 5-point lead.
And frankly, as well, that should not have happened. Cruz should have had the rebound on the play before. No dice.
Sykes long on the 3. Drell saves it. And here comes Thompson and the Bulls with momentum. Boeheim tried to strip it. Sykes might have got a finger on the wrist. And we've got our first timeout with 6:24 to go. One half of the first half is through. A Crews basketball, Bulls by 5.
Yeah, the reason they could hear you is they had the game up there.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Opening home night, Midtown Detroit, home of the Wayne State Warriors and home of the Motor City Crews for the 2nd straight year in this beautiful building. Evan Stockton alongside Chad Bush. The Bulls up by 5 early on, and what's been the story of this one so far for you?
Well, for me, frankly, it's Windy City's ability to get up the floor in transition, their ability to finish near the rim, and also, frankly, their ability to finish at the rim after initially missing at the rim. Crews got to do a better job of corralling rebounds down there. And also, as well, the Crews, frankly, Chad, are having trouble getting inside and creating better looks inside. When you look at the numbers for the loss at Cleveland the other night, they took 84 shots in the game. Darn near half of them were threes. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Probably settling for a lot of stuff that they don't want to settle for.
That was a 113 to 111 overtime win for the Cleveland Charge. First ever overtime target ending. And the number 1 overall pick in the G League draft, Sam Merrill, banged a topside screen, top of the key. And Cleveland was the first to 7 points. Jamarco Pickett had a double-double, 21 points, 12 rebounds, a former Cruise guy. Braxton Key led the Cruise with 24 points and 11 rebounds, and Kiefer Sykes, a guy that you're quite fond of, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Kaycock, 21 points, 8 rebounds in 36 minutes as well.
Yeah, you love the balanced scoring from the other night, obviously, but you would have liked a better result. 2-point loss in overtime, though, a learning lesson.
Jules Bernard into the ballgame, has it high on the left. Key in the corner. Step back, triple rainbow, no, short. Chris Clemens, the former Camel, is checked in. He's going to run the point. Of course, a Camel from Campbell, one of the best mascots around.
Easily top 5, Chad.
Dead spot right, 3. Drell drenches one. And the Bulls are up by their largest lead. It's a 10-point lead as Kaycock gets busted on the top side for a travel.
Look, we all know at the professional level of basketball, G League, NBA, a 10-point lead can evaporate for one side or another just like that. But this is a tricky spot in the ball game for the Cruise. Plenty of time to go in the game, first quarter, but you don't want to fall behind early, right? Because what does that go to? What we were talking about. You're forced to take shots and take looks you don't want to. If you're down by double digits much of the night.
Yep. So far the Cruise 2 of 4 from downtown before that Braxton Key triple. There's a elbow jumper. It's through. That's Carlik Jones who's heating up. He now has 8 to lead all scorers. Mid-post passed out. Amude. Already a triple. Off the mark here.
I like that look, though, right? One of the best three-point shooters Arkansas has ever had, and made a couple so far tonight.
Yes, sir. 3-on-1, and Jules Bernard, the former Bruin, gets up and gets down in Midtown.
You know, Jules Bernard is a fascinating prospect for the Cruise, a guy whose career never really got started at UCLA. And this was a guy who was getting recruited by all the top schools. KU wanted him, Oregon wanted him, but he stayed home at UCLA, and Bruins fans will know he never quite popped there. Feels like there's a lot of untapped potential with Jules Bernard.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like Chris Smith maybe from last year's team, another UCLA Bruin.
Right.
The guy that unfortunately had another injury while his time with the Cruise, albeit brief. Drell will check out, and Windy City will check into the game. Okara White out of Florida State. Offensive foul going back the other way. And the Cruise have got it back to a 10-point game as Kiefer Sykes getting some medical attention heading back to the locker room.
Hopefully it's nothing more than just a cut. With the way he's walking quickly to the locker room, maybe it's that, but you never want to assume.
No, sir. So, Kyler Edwards is checked in. Former Texas Tech Red Raider and Houston Cougar. Left-hand dribble, Carlik Jones to the lane, and he is just cat quick, and he is 10 points in this game.
I mean, he's listed at 6'1", 185. I don't think he's 6'1", but the dude can get to the rim. Wow, nice drive.
Kenny Everett. So could Jules Bernard, but they're going to say a little push-off. Might have hooked him or pushed. Jones coming off a 21-point performance in the loss to the Herd on Saturday. Get a look at Jules Bernard, Evan.
Yeah, they called it on Kaycock. Nah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Bulls by a dozen. Their largest lead. Braxton Key to lead a 2-on-1. To Edwards for the finish.
A fun little note about Kyler Edwards. Went to high school in Arlington, Texas with a guy who plays for the Pistons. Chad, do you know who that is? I'll give you a hint. He's pretty good.
I'm going to say that is Mr. Cade Cunningham.
Bingo.
Bam.
You win a crisp high five during the commercial break.
All right, I can't wait for it. His father also played professional football. Was drafted by the Saints. Played for the Cowboys during that a year before you were born, sir.
Really?
Back when there was a strike.
Way to just reveal how old I am.
I know.
What the heck?
Hey, you're an old soul.
I am. Thank you.
And age is no number.
27 going on 78. Am I right?
That's it. King in the corner. Attacks with the left hand. And the Bulls around the perimeter. Unselfish. King with an exclamation no. Kaycock with a board.
I mean, you like the ball movement for Windy City, but frankly, that's good rotation by the Crews. It's a fall away corner three, not the end of the world.
No, sir. Two-man game here. Key stuffs it. Forces a timeout in Detroit. The Crews coming back. They've cut it to 8. 2:47 to go in the first. Opening night on the home side for the Crews. Glad to be cruising along on this Monday night. Thanks for hanging out.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Well, the Crews last year in their inaugural season finished 23-9, second best overall in the league. So the Eastern Conference's best, the Raptors 905. What a first year. DJ Baker leading this organization, leading this team, and what a statement by the organization, the Pistons and the Crews, all of their personnel last year, getting this team to where they were at. A different makeup this year, but you have to really honor what happened last year for this franchise.
Oh, it was a perfect first year of moving the team to Wayne State, 5 minutes, whatever it is, drive to Little Caesars Arena as such a great first season. And we all remember when things got weird around Christmas time and the holidays, the Motor City Crews basically became the Pistons, and it was fun to see guys up there doing well. That's the plan.
They got rewarded for their hard work. An excellent first season. New players in the shuffle. This guy's a returner. Chandre Jones into the game, along with Jalen Johnson. Topside key for 3-0. Chris Clemens with a rebound, the former Maine / Boston Celtics a season ago. Ethan Thompson with a fadeaway, short corner right splash. And the Bulls are up a cool 10, 30-20 with 2 minutes left.
Man, that's the type of shot that Ethan's been taking since he was 4 years old. That thing is so smooth.
Sure is. The rookie looking experience there. Pull up left wing, three's good. That's Edwards, and that's a triple. He can do that. 3-and-D guy living up to what he does in his team.
Yeah, good year last year in his final collegiate year at Houston. That is such a good looking stroke. Now got to get a couple defensive stops here to close out the quarter.
Simonovic against Johnson. Ypsilanti's own Jalen Johnson. 3-ball. No from Clemens, who's had a rough start. Really Jekyll and Hyde start offensively. Dump down to Key and the hammer from Bernard to Braxton Key.
That's such gorgeous basketball. Getting up the floor, what do? They suck the D in, drop off easy dunk. Kind of like that.
Marco with a banger. Marco Simonovic, who had an 11-11 performance the other night and 28 minutes played. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Bulls by a touchdown. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Glad to be back with you. We are The Prep. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Evan Stockton on color commentary tonight. Chandre Jones, a returning veteran, gives it up to Edwards for 3. No. Thompson has to fight away Jones, the pesky returning veteran guard. Windy City with Clemens down the paint. And the little guy lays it in around size.
You don't get to 25 points per game in your collegiate career without a little crafty basketball. Well done by Clemens, getting a shooter's roll there.
Clemens, 1 of 9 his last game, but came back nicely with a solid performance the night before that. Jalen Johnson for 3. Rim off. It's been a rough night from distance. 4 seconds left till the quarter. Clemens forces it up. No good. And the Bulls will take a 9-point lead to the second quarter. First quarter action, Evan, your thoughts on this one so far?
I like what Motor City is doing later on in the quarter of getting better looks. They just got to start falling, and better defense, quite frankly. Windy City killing them in transition.
We'll see what the second quarter has in store. Coming right back with Crews basketball.
Your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse, located in Midtown Detroit on the campus of Wayne State University. And at the end of this quarter, 34-25, what stands out on the stat sheet, partner?
Okay, so here's what stands out to me. We were just talking about Motor City and how many threes the Crews took over the weekend at the Cleveland Charge. They took 39. 1 quarter in tonight, you've already taken 12 and you only made 3. Now, the rub to that is, Chad, I do like the looks that the Crews were getting specifically as that first quarter rolled along. Just got to start hitting them, right? It's simple arithmetic. You hit a couple of more threes, the deficit doesn't look like what it is.
No doubt. 45.5% for the Crews, 61% for the Bulls. Bulls not much better from 3. In fact, they're worse, 1 of 7. But they've been more efficient in the 2-point game. Thompson, Glasser, no. Foul by Edwards. And free throws coming for Thompson, who's had a fine start to this game. Ethan Thompson with 9 points, second to only Carlik Jones.
Again, just getting inside and forcing a foul. The first step for the Bulls tonight has been very good. And Chad, for those people watching confused, Wade only took 1 free throw. You want to remind them on the G League rule real quick?
I do, yeah. So 1 free throw is taken, and it counts for 2 points. You fouled in a 2-pointer. It's a 3-pointer. It counts for 3 points. Right wing 3, the returning Trayvon Palmer, and he misses from the far side. Yes, thank you for that.
You're welcome. You almost called glass on that 3.
Almost. Simonovic topside, and the 3-point woes and the bricks they're building in this facility tonight is noteworthy. Edwards corner 3, no. Thompson rips it and throws it ahead to Clemens against Jules Bernard, the former Pac-10 foes, going at it here. And the Bulls are up by 13.
Yeah, they're a long way from the left coast. Playing in the Motor City tonight.
Yep. Jules steps back, 18-footers just light. And off and running's Anthony Tucker, who made this team on an open tryout. Down the lane, Thompson left-hand laner, good. And the Bulls are just running their way through that paint, cruising like a hot knife through butter.
I mean, right now, DJ Baker is just hot. Look on his face, hollering. He hates the defense. You're right, they're just slicing through it right now.
Chandre short. DJ Baker, Northwest Indiana. He's a Chicago guy through and through. Crown Point, Indiana. Clemens for three. Splash. It's the largest lead of the night for the Bulls. They're up 18 in Detroit with 10 to go in the second. Just finding themselves offensively, or the Crew still. Kyler topside, no.
It's just not a good shot, right? You're settling for a fall away long two, maybe a three with still time to go on the ticker. It's just not good defense. It's not good offense, and not good defense on the other end either.
6-point swing there. Clemens splashes. Timeout. The Bulls are up 21. Blackjack in Midtown Detroit. We're coming right back to the Wayne State Fieldhouse right after this.
We go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Oh, yes. Welcome back to Midtown Detroit. See a couple of young fans in the crowd. Good crowd on hand. And a lot of new faces on this team, and guys we haven't seen, guys we will see. But so far, the guys that you've seen for the Crews, what have you liked?
What I've liked is I've liked what I've seen from Braxton Key. I've enjoyed the leadership of Sykes, but what you don't like is, yes, the score is what it is, and the Crews just need better shots. Basically this entire second quarter, they're settling for fall-away shots, bad looks, elbow jumpers, and that is a problem when you look at this team on paper. There's not a huge presence in the post to get it inside. Well, that's what's hurting them right now.
Sure is. We'll see if the veterans can lead them back, maybe. Chandre, Jalen, and Palmer out with it. The three veterans back out and thrown away. Thompson, who's been all over the place, feeling it. Clemens will back it out. Against Palmer, kick out, left point, three short. Boeheim with a box out. And I think they're going to get Buddy on this, and I don't know. This is a tough one. I thought it was a form box out like his daddy taught him.
Right. I mean, Buddy's going, are you kidding me? And if that is on Buddy, that's his third, and he's going to have to leave the four probably soon. I don't know.
Yeah, tough. We'll keep him out there for now. So, kick out left wing. Here come Windy City with their biggest lead of 21. Carlick Jones with an elbow jumper again. He's been comfortable tonight. He has a dozen.
Yeah, you got Jones with a dozen, Thompson with 13, Clemens in double figures. Bulls look good.
Looking crisp. It is their third game. It's the Crews' second game. Crews played on Friday night. The Bulls played on Friday and Saturday. Johnson with some hustle, but he's out of bounds, working against Drell on that baseline. Hustle helps. The guy checking in, Kaycock, brings that along with some energy. And he'll check in for Johnson here.
Yeah, and although Johnson couldn't save it, I like the effort along the baseline. It's been a very lethargic start to this second quarter. You come back in a ball game, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and it's the little things that lead to big. There's a lot of time to go, but it's been, a lethargic second quarter.
Thompson getting himself a little elephant. Maybe that was an elephant ear. 8:20 left. The Bulls are doubling up the Crews in Detroit by 25. Mid-post, Kaycock stripped away. Bulls lose it. Steele, Cruz, and a Tucker mid-stripe foul. And defense is the way back home. It always is. And it was a big part of the theme of this team last year. And tonight, it's been a little absent. Of course, offense and defense play off each other.
Right.
Jules Bernard with a free throw.
And believe it or not, that is the first points scored by the Crews in the quarter.
Wow, how about it?
Yeah, not ideal.
At the 8:06 mark. So, that's a 4-minute drought. Yes, sir, much too long. Chandre Jones trying to lead them back. Sparkplug had a big night against Cleveland off the bench. Does great in that role. Kaycock hustling out to Boeheim. Gives it up, topside. Stanley for three. Splash City. His second triple of the night. 50-29.
And that was an unselfish play by Boeheim. He wants to pull the trigger. He did it all last year at Syracuse, but he gives it up for a better look, and now here's that D lean to O.
Palmer to the rack. Glasses it good. Cruz on a 5-0 run. Defense to offense. As you stated, sir, Thompson to quiet the crowd. No. Will the run continue with Chandre? Nifty between two defenders. The floater, no. That would have helped.
Yeah. Move was so darn good, you hope you can pay it off with a bucket. Still, though, you love the energy from the Crews these last couple of minutes as compared to the first 4 minutes of the quarter.
Sure do. Step back, 20-footer, got it. That's a smooth look from Carlick Jones. And this is a guy that played 3 seasons at Radford, another guy that went up, Radford to Louisville. Been on 3 NBA rosters since 2021. Palmer to Boeheim, dead spot left, triple through. Buddy ball.
Just needed to see one go through. Buddy gets one to splash. He didn't score the other day at the Charge. Buddy is very happy to see that one go through the net.
First professional bucket for the former Orange. Left wing, Drell. Bang. 55-34. Cruz not in a spot to trade buckets here. Stanley with another triple. It's raining threes all of a sudden in Detroit.
Yeah, got 14 now for Stanley. It's what he did in college and now what he's doing professionally. Great shot.
3-and-D, it's a theme on this team. Whistle off the ball. And with 5:41 to go, Braxton Key will check in. It's a Palmer foul. And here's why.
Here's your offense in the corner for a Mude. Now that's what he does, right? Give him a little crack and he'll make it rain from 3. Just got to keep getting these stops though to stay in the ball game.
Mude also a smarty pants. He was on the honor roll senior year at Arkansas.
What a show off.
I know. I bet you were on the honor roll at some point.
Once or twice.
Sure.
Maybe 3 times.
At least. Key with a driving kick. Cruz get a stop. Will they get a bucket? Not there. Bulls with numbers. Thompson attacks. Missed the bunny. But Costas is there for the put through.
There's that athleticism. Antetokounmpo is not quite as slender as his older brother, but he attacked the rim well there.
Well, one of 4 brothers, 3 of which to play in the NBA, or at least an affiliate.
And 3 of them are NBA champions.
Oh, how about that?
Crazy, right?
Costas with the
Costas
Lakers.
with the Lakers, yep, and Giannis with the Bucks. And Thanasis as well.
Wow.
It was funny the other day. Late in the ball game, Bucks were going to win. They were trying to get all the guys in the game. So Giannis is on the floor. He actually purposely dribbled the ball out of bounds so his brother could get in. It was adorable. It was great.
That is awesome. How cool to play with your brothers.
Right.
And nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
They're blood. What are you going to say?
Right.
It's blood.
I think they all still live together in Milwaukee, too. It's great.
That's neat. Amude with a pass for Chris Armani Rose. But it's too hot to handle it out of bounds. Bulls by 24:40 left. Substitution. Jules Bernard back in. Chandre Jones will check out for Motor City.
Yeah, here's that pass. Thought he was going one way, and he went the other way.
Still learning their teammates.
Yep.
Most of these folks. Bulls a little more cohesive tonight. Jones just hitting shots. That'll make you look cohesive real quick. Bulls by 22.
Been their spot all night. Not much analysis to make. It's just good stuff.
Jones was 16 to lead all scorers. Down low, Kaycock, dead spot left, rushed it a bit, and off and running is Anthony Tucker. Lane laying good. White against Boeheim, 61-37.
It's an ACC matchup there. White went to Florida State. Boeheim went to Syracuse.
Good call.
Knowles win that one.
Stanley again. Not this time. Jones with a rebound, and here come the Bulls with a comfy 24-point lead until now.
How about that block by Amude?
My goodness. That was something.
Yes, it was.
A little defense, something he can add, Evan, to this team. Go with that offense. Replace some of these guys that are going to miss.
Right.
Derek Waltons, Check Diallo.
Guys who went up to the Pistons and made their presence felt, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like every time Saban Lee was up there was a highlighter three, right?
Luka Garza, how could I miss those two?
I loved hearing George Blaha say flips it up, fills it up with Saban Lee.
Yes.
I love it for all Pistons players, too.
Right.
Just for the record.
This sounds better with him. It hits different.
Right.
Jules Bernard, no. Too strong, late whistle. And we're going to get a chance for 2 points with one free throw for Jules Bernard.
It's a good take to the rim. And again, we'll keep singing this refrain with Jules Bernard. Feels like there's a lot of untapped potential for this guy. I'm going to be curious to see what his development looks like at this level. He's a 22-year-old, but it feels like he hasn't even scratched the surface of how good he can be.
Yeah, former top 40 player in the country coming out of high school in 2018. Laying up and good. Simonovic has been trouble. Kaycock, kick out. Braxton, three. No, Kaycock was shoved, though, and Simonovic got busted for it.
Even with the miss, that is the best offensive action the Crews have had all night, right? You set it up top, bounce it inside, kick out for the three. And to be blunt about it, this has been the best-looking offense they've had all day, and right there you can see Simonovic. That was a push. That's not legal, and it's going to be Crews basketball after the break.
Coming back.
More buzzer beaters and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse. Chad and Evan with you, and glad to be with you here on the Prep and here on Facebook Live, Motor City Cruise, wherever you are. Thanks for hanging out. The Cruise with some work to do. It's been the Windy City Bulls who've shown up tonight, Evan, and they've been impressive, and they've had a plethora of faces drenching shots from all over.
Yes, they have. It's been a good mix of the perimeter game, a good mix of the inside game, and as you'll see by the scoreline, they're filling it up, and whatever the Crews are trying to do to alter that, not going too well.
No, sir. One shot for Kaycock, and no good. So, Bulls by 24 and with it. In their third game, trying to get to 2-1. They won their opener on the road and lost the back end of the back-to-back. Bernard with a steal. Boeheim back to Bernard. Bounce pass. Baseline left slam. Oh, Stanley. A move day.
Yeah, I mean, there's your highlight for the Crews in the first half. Amude's looked awesome. 16 points. He had 13 the other day. He's already had a better night tonight, and we're not even halfway through.
4 of 6 from downtown. He's been really the only source from long range. Bernard tries to stick one there. No good. Here come the Bulls, up by 22, just under 2 to go until halftime. Solid crowd on hand for the Crews tonight. King at the right point. Good defense by Boeheim, but a loose ball. And the Bulls pick it up, and Clemens decides to fire it from 30 with the shot clock at 13.
I think that's the only bad shot they've taken all night.
Fair. Boeheim, left wing 3, you betcha.
I told you all he needed to do was make 1 3, and the man was going to get hot. That's what you saw inside the Carrier Dome for 4 years.
Oh, yes. An all ACC guy. Buddy Boeheim got to play with his brother Jimmy in the Pistons Summer League and also his final year in Syracuse.
Yep.
Got to play for their papa, the Hall of Famer Jim Boeheim.
Now, unfortunately, the year of all the Boeheims in Syracuse was also Jim's only losing season in Syracuse, but we won't talk about that anymore. They'll take away my alumni card.
Only an Orange Crush is allowed by you. You're allowed to do that. Stanley again. Not this time.
You keep finding people from Syracuse to do the games with you. It was Matt last year. It'll be Matt a little bit this year. It'll be me this year. I mean, you keep doing this to yourself, Chad.
I know.
Come on now.
I know. Yep, Matt will be with us this year. Reggie Butler as well. Got a great year ahead. Crews basketball, broadcast number 1 of 25 for us. Glad to be with you. Clemens between the rings against Boeheim. The answer, no. Couple of stops, and here come the Crews with 40 ticks left. Braxton lost it behind the back. Hit a dead spot in the wood. Clemens in the paint. Gets his own rebound, but I think there was some fire down there, and there was. And it came from the red and black.
That's on Simonovic. That's 4 fouls in the first half.
It's a good catch, partner.
Yeah, that is 4 on him.
And they are finally going to check him out. Costas will check back in for him, and there's the look, and it was another shove. And he did get busted. These officials, nothing gets by them.
I mean, Marco's a big dude. He's 6'11", 215. But Kaycock's 6'7", 240. So when he falls down like that, something illegal probably occurred. I'm just going to guess.
Yeah, that's some force. And you're not just going to blow this guy over with some light wind. Kaycock gets it. He's been on some NBA rosters as well. And this is a guy that is in his 3rd year of pro ball out of UNC Wilmington, where he played for 4 strong years, was the nation's best rebounder. 63-46, Crews trying to get a stop. It'd be their 4th of their last 6 trips. Jones, the hot hand to Thompson. Unselfish ball, and it's broken up in a defensive, solid possession to end it.
With the scoreline is what it is, take momentum any way you can into the locker room. That's a good end defensively. I have liked the last few minutes defensively for the Crews. Really, it's just that start to the second quarter that's doomed them.
It's been one of the best defensive teams in the league last year. Inbound with 5 seconds. Bernard has to hustle across the timeline with 3. Crosses over at the buzzer, and a foul was called. There will be 1 shot for 2 points and a chance to cut this to a 15-point game.
Yeah.
It was once 25 at the break.
All right, let's watch. I don't know. And now look, what Jones is saying, as you can see behind him on your screen, is, wait a minute, he walked first.
You don't know about the foul, or you don't know about the travel?
I don't know. There was no travel. But I don't know about the foul because it did look like Costas got a lot of ball on there. But you can also see where the reach-in was being called. So, frankly, Bernard needs to hit this free throw. So it feels weird to say you're only down 15. To only be down 15 would be nice without those first 2 quarters went.
It would. 3 of 5 are the Crews from the free throw line tonight. Excuse me. Yeah, 3 of 5. That's correct. Officials are going to look at this, Evan, and we might get another look at this too. But there's going to be replay to see if indeed this was a foul or not. There is a challenge, I believe, going on.
So that's what they're looking at right now. They're trying to see how much time is on the clock.
Head coach is Henry Domersant, and the officials coming together. Tyler Ricks, Ken Jones, and Jacob Barnett, your officials. Foul confirmed.
And 0.6 on the clock. There you go.
So here's Jules Bernard with 1 shot. And he got it. And with 0.6 seconds left, Windy City will take it to the locker room, and so will we. 63-48, the Crews come back and rally and come back at a run. They were once down 25 in this game, but the Bulls in control, 63-48. Evan and I coming back with some analysis and highlights of the first half and some scores from around the league right after this.
They say that this is a game of inches, but I disagree. This is a game of desire and will. 4 quarters of epic drama that plays out in real time right before our very eyes. And every season begins the same way, with a desire to win. Those with the will to put in the effort and time put themselves in the best position to achieve their desire. This is why we go to work early and come home late. Why we go so hard and why we put in all these hours. Because we have a desire to be great and the will to become everything we dreamed of and more. So when the drama's thick and it comes down to just those few precious inches, we have no doubt what the outcome will be. Because we have the will to outwork anyone to get what we desire. It doesn't matter if it's inches or 100 yards. We want it more, and we're going to take it. That's game.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Test, Alex, you there? Can't hear anything.
I heard him say, go ahead, very low.
Your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
NBAstore.com, the official.
Welcome back to Motor City Cruise Basketball. We're at halftime, and it's Windy City Bulls coming in here and blowing up in the first quarter, 34 points. And they got their lead all the way out to 25 points. The Cruise would cut it to 15 on a fine run in the second quarter, but overall, just not enough punch for the Cruise, who don't look completely assembled yet. Not as complete as this Bulls group looks. Is an extra game that much more? Was that the difference, or is it just something the Bulls have going tonight so
No,
far?
I think it's just the way the roster is constructed. I mean, you look at the stats, Chad, in the first half for Windy City. They shoot 54%, but the kicker is they were just 4-17 from 3. They are really utilizing their ability to get inside. That is a tricky thing for the Crews, is that they're not as big inside. As you can see, the rebound disparity, that's a lot at the professional level. The field goal percentage is what it is. And again, the Crews, one game after they took darn near 40 threes at Cleveland over the weekend, well, first half, 24 threes. And too many of those threes were not quality looks. Now, the good news is that deficit, as you pointed out as the first half ended, it was 25. Now it's 15. You found a little something to end the half. Got to keep it going into the second.
Yeah, the Crews led by 2 points to start this game, but not since. The one maybe encouraging number up there is the assists number. The Crews had 14 assists in the first half. Windy City just 6. The sharing of the ball was there. The completion and the finishing and the scoring was not, and also allowing Windy City too many points in the paint. Communication early in the season, learning teammates, and look, size.
Yeah.
Luka Garza is gone, a guy, and Czech Diallo, who played bigger than his 6'9" frame. There's a lot of length that's gone from this team. It is a smaller club this year.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at your 9-10-man rotation, the tallest guy is Jalen Johnson. He's 6'9", and Jalen played 6 minutes in the first half, right? So, again, that's going to be something that they'll figure out throughout the year. We all know that throughout the year there are changes in a minor league sports roster. There will be changes to this roster, but for now, what is Windy City doing to exploit the Crews? Inside again, you can see the rebound disparity, and what you don't see on the screen, well, I suppose you do here, is the 54% field goal percentage and the fact that they've only made 23% from 3. So again, the Windy City's getting inside. Crews are going to have to find a way to counteract that if they want to get back in this ballgame.
A look at some of the highlights from this first half. A half that saw the Crews' Stanley Amude come out with 16 points to lead the way. Kaycock with 10 rebounds, but 16 points for Jones, 15 for Thompson. This was the Crews getting inside early, Evan, and scoring in the lane. Kiefer Sykes.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
Sykes is going to be a fun guy to follow for the Crews this year, a guy who's played professionally in China, Turkey, Italy, Greece, Australia. He's been all over the place. But you'll see here, again, constant refrain throughout these highlights. Windy City just getting inside with ease. See, step on defenders, getting inside. And frankly, there's not a lot of Crews guys in foul trouble. That was a heck of a dunk by Kaycock. The only guy in foul trouble is Boeheim, who has 3. Other than that, everybody's got 1 or 2 a pop. It's just a good offense for Windy City. First step to the hole, finishing down low. You don't want to sing the same refrain too much, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of quality looks for the Bulls, and they've been knocking them down.
Yep, been bullish getting to the lane. Thompson and Jones a big part of it, despite being guards. Some exciting plays like that for the Crews, but the defense was the story late, getting steals and getting that run that cut it from 25 to 15. Sykes only played about 7 minutes in the first half. That's something maybe in the second we'll look to see how it goes. He kind of shared his minutes with Kyler Edwards.
Right, yeah, we'll see. Kiefer on Friday at Cleveland, the 20 points, 11 assists. This is a guy that I'm impressed to watch. Bernard, you can see the dump off to Braxton Key for the easy dunk. I think that's someone by the end of the year. I would be very surprised if Jules Bernard is not part of the starting lineup at some point this year for the Crews. Just bring him off the bench early in the year and get him assimilated.
Yep, also coming off the injury, of course. That's always a time-consuming process. Yep. Clemens for 3. He drenched some. 2 out of 8. 2 for 2 was Drell. And Jones was fine from that elbow, too. Just the mid-range, higher percentage shots. A big part of the Windy City Bulls' first half. And the triple here. And a big part of that offense was the downtown shooting. And Amude with 4 of 7 from the long line. Really the only source. Look for others like this guy, Boeheim, who had a couple.
Yeah, Buddy got a couple to go down, but you made the great point about Amude, 14. There's one of his shots. It's what he did in college. He was an outstanding three-point shooter. Started at South Dakota. Then he went to Arkansas. And that's what you would think he'd bring to this Crews roster. And he can bring a little thunder from down under, too. Have you said that yet? You like to say that.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to bring it out.
There you go.
Second half. Second half action coming up. The Bulls with a 15-point lead on the road in Detroit. Do the Crews have it in them to come back at home in front of this Sizely crowd? We're back for second half action right after this.
They say that this is a game of inches, but I disagree. This is a game of desire and will. 4 quarters of epic drama that plays out in real time right before our very eyes. And every season begins the same way, with a desire to win. Those with the will to put in the effort and time put themselves in the best position to achieve their desire. This is why we go to work early and come home late. Why we go so hard and why we put in all these hours. Because we have a desire to be great and the will to become everything we dreamed of and more. So when the drama's thick and it comes down to just those few precious inches, we have no doubt what the outcome will be. Because we have the will to outwork anyone to get what we desire. It doesn't matter if it's inches or 100 yards. We want it more, and we're going to take it. That's game.
All right, we're ready for second half action from Wayne State Fieldhouse. Bulls basketball to start it, 15-point lead. They had as much as a 25-point lead. They led 50-25 at one point before the Crews came back, and we are set to go. Bernard starts the second half, and we've got an offensive foul right away. That could be a momentum gainer.
Yeah, that's the third on Antetokounmpo. Obviously one of the bigger bodies down low. Just the 4 points in the first half, but he did a nice job of asserting his size, as we keep talking about. That's the Crews' Achilles heel, not a lot of depth and size down low.
Simonovic also with 4 fouls, so both bigs for the Bulls. That might neutralize some of the Crews' size deficiencies. Turnover there on their first set. So neither team with a shot yet, despite a possession. Cluster of Bulls off a double screen for the guy who's led them with 16 points. Kick out right corner, and he's 3 for 3. Get out of here. Henry Drell, the Estonian. It's the Bulls on that ugly number, 66-48. Amude to K-Cock.
I mean, he's had 2 dunks tonight, which are going to be on the end of season highlight reel. When that guy gets up, he gets up.
And gets down.
Yes,
Man, that rim. You gotta feel for the punishment coming from the big fella.
I mean, watch it again here. Beautiful basketball. Slip the screen. Thunder from down under. You told me to say it in the second half. There we go.
Born in Chicago. Went to high school, though, in suburban Atlanta. Drell gives it up. It was a bad idea. But the Bulls will retain possession, baseline left. Up by 16 points. Just underway, second half. Chad and Evan with you from Wayne State Fieldhouse. Thompson forces it up. And a fine set and defense on the bob play.
Kaycock slow getting up the floor. Let's hope he's all right.
He's pass tipped. Yeah, slow to get back into the set. Now sets his screen and rolls. Jones wouldn't let him get it off. And now the rip and drive from Amude.
I mean, that's a guy who's been hitting threes all night, and now he lays one off the square. Awesome stuff.
Close as it's been since the first quarter. Costas with a little push-off step back. 18-footer is fresh. Bulls back up by 16. Buddy for three. Little long.
Yeah, he didn't look comfortable on that shot. Feet were never quite set. Not ideal.
When you're not looking up into a dome, things look different.
Right.
Braxton down the boulevard, blocked. And Stanley saves it. Bernard breaking ankles. Ooh. But not dropping threes there.
Oh, the whole crowd was ready to go nuts. Unfortunately, the 3-1 drop.
Been that kind of a night. Ready to erupt, and then, not quite there yet. Thompson's erupted in this first half, and the bully ball to the bucket again. Bulls back up by 18. Just having their way with a drive. Buddy in front of his own bench, just coughs out.
Hey, the result wasn't there, but that's really good basketball from the Crews. Again, drive, kick, and that's what you're looking for early on in the year. You'll shake off the rust, but that's the action you want.
Yep. Simonovic just too tall down there over Kaycock, and the Bulls are back up by 20. Bernard with a lean. Costas says no.
That's what an Antetokounmpo can do down low, protecting the rim. Bernard thought he had this one, and Costas said other ideas.
Man,
that is some length down there.
Saves you some points.
Yep.
Not the offensive juggernaut of his brother, but the athleticism and the defense and the effort is certainly something to talk about. That's out of bounds, and a boo-boo in front of their own bench. Braxton turns it over. And now the defense has to continue to turn it up. Crew's still trying to get on that run. Carlick Jones from 16, silky smooth. Man, has he been good.
Yes, he has been. And this is what's happened all night. D leading to offense, although that time I think the Bulls got a little bit ahead of themselves. Good job of the Crews getting back on D as well. You know, DJ Baker was telling the boys in the locker room at halftime, stuff like that happened in the first half, not going to happen here. Get back on defense.
Yes, sir. The defense doesn't leave you. Last year the Crews were outstanding defensively, second best in the league. Jules with a lefty rip and drive that's too long. And Kaycock not rewarded for his hustle.
Hey, you like to see it though, right? Down by 22, 7.5 to go in this third quarter. You're not out of it, but you need effort plays like that, and that is what a experienced guy like Kaycock is going to bring. He's been in 5 different organizations as part of his pro career. Pistons will love having him around.
Gritty guy. Score a little bit too. Drell took a few steps. Antetokounmpo with a miss. And here comes Braxton and the Crews in desperate need of points here, down 22. To the hole reverse, got it.
Got to get him more involved. 24 points in the season opener, just 8 tonight. See if they go back Key's way on this possession.
Key was huge in the overtime loss. In game 1, he had 24 to lead the way. Stanley's been big tonight. The top scorer in the paint around traffic. He can score it. It's not just that 3 and D. He's got a little mid-range game too, Evan.
Yeah, he's been a man on a mission tonight. 20 points. Oh, they called a blocking foul on Key here. I think his feet were inside that circle area.
Can't call that on a two-way guy.
Apparently they can. Apparently they can. There's the look. Ooh, I don't know. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
They'll take a look. We'll take a timeout. Crews making a run. We'll cut it to 18, 6:37 to go in the third. Back to the field house after these.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
That's that Motor City Cruise huddle led by DJ Baker. And the Crews making a run, Evan Stockton. Defense, grit, part of the fabric of this franchise. And it's starting to show out here on this run.
Yeah, absolutely. If the Crews are going to get back in this ball game, and frankly what their operating procedure will be all year, got to play defense. And the offensive skill is always there at the NBA level, but the teams that win compete on the defensive level, and that's what DJ Baker's preaching. That's what Dwayne Casey is preaching. Youth up there, youth for the large part down here. It's about development. Pistons are going to be good soon. Maybe not right now, but how do you start getting good fast? Effort on both ends, specifically on D, as you're talking about.
Yeah, we've seen that. White with a free throw. That's 1 point. That's one shot for 2 points. Bulls by 20. Bernard across the timeline. 7 points for Jules tonight. Fadeaway Stanley just off. Offensive rebound. And the dish and score from Braxton.
I absolutely love the effort from Kaycock the last few minutes, refusing to quit on possessions on the offensive end.
Glue guy supreme. Kaycock's a winner. He's fitting in nicely. 3 ball, Jones splashes it, points to the crowd and then to his head. Bulls by 21. There's that post presence we talked about, and Kaycock lost it. Bulls poked it out.
And almost olayed him here. Good defense down low by White.
We're getting word from Samuel Fisher, otherwise known as Fish, our sideline analyst tonight. And Kiefer Sykes is left with a hamstring injury in the second, will not return. Thank you, Fish. It's not great.
No. Saw him leave to the locker room. You hoped it wasn't that bad.
Yep. King for 3 from the corner. And the Bulls' run is now 7-0. Key trying to lead him back. Edwards. Former Cougar who had a nice run in the NCAA tournament. Clemens for 3. And that one stings. Bulls have blossomed the lead.
Yeah, and they're doing this with not a ton of threes. That's only their 6th made 3 of the ball game. They're shooting almost 60%. That is a problem.
Started 1 for 7 from downtown. And Obviously, that's gone the other way.
And here's that action again. Clemens off the screen and rainbowing it home.
Boom. Stanley from three, his 5th of the night. And then a whistle after the make. And this could be a 4-point play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're going to get White with a push. And this is going to be a 4-point play opportunity for the Crews. This could be the momentum changer, partner.
All right, so we'll see the 3 go in, and then you could start to see the action of it right side of your screen.
Yep.
Guys were tumbling down like dominoes, and a rare break for the Crews tonight.
And a technical foul has been called.
Wow. So
this could be what helps produce the run. So White with back-to-back fouls. Okaro White with the tee and the personal. So that's quickly foul trouble all over the place now. White went undrafted in the 2014 draft, but joined the Grizzlies before going overseas and playing in Greece and Italy. Playing lastly in the Euro Cup finals in the Greek Basketball League. And Bernard line right, and this could be a big momentum changer.
Yeah, it really could be.
White's been ejected from this game.
He must have said multiple magic words.
So 2 technicals. Bernard bangs it in. And that's good with just 1 point now. That's a rare situation where it's a 1-pointer. So Kaycock now to try to make this a 5-point trip. Kaycock looking for his 9th point tonight. He's been all over the glass. That's where he's gotten nice. And he is a bucket away from a double-double. He has 11 rebounds. So we sit at 85-62. Still a long ways to go for a Crews comeback. Costas up and fouled. They're going to get Braxton Key, I believe. Now they're going to get Amude on the dig. And here it is.
Yeah, I got a little reach in on Stanley there.
Yeah. So he'll check out. Chandre Jones will check in. Drell will leave for the Bulls. So will Jones. And he'll check back into the lineup. So Costas line left to try to increase this Bulls lead. It's currently a 23-point lead with 4:43 left. Costas Antetokounmpo with the free throw. 87-62. Crews need to make something happen here, and then the reach in, and that is foul number 4 on Costas.
Yeah, he didn't agree with the call. Oh, man. I mean, let's watch it again here. He thinks he got all ball. Yeah, he may have a case. He may have a case.
He might. Free throw, no. Kaycock with a reset. And Edwards is fouled, non-shooting foul, but second chance life. Kaycock has been all over the energy. Reminds me a lot of Czech Diallo from a year ago, an energy guy that has some skill. Fun guy to watch, keep things alive.
All right, let's watch him. Up top, turning downhill. How about that?
Taking it off the bounce.
Yeah.
Devontae Kaycock, the pride of UNC Wilmington, making his presence felt as a double-double right now for the Crews. At 21 and 8 in 36 minutes in the loss to Cleveland on opening night. And Costas Antetokounmpo with a slam. And the Bulls are at 89, and the Crews at 64. Crews need instant offense. That guy can do it. Chandre for three.
One of the few returners for this team. You got Jones, Palmer, and Johnson as your only returners. Surprised it took Chandre that long to score, and now, my goodness, Antetokounmpo looking good.
Long, lean, and athletic. Chandre last year, 9 points a game, played in 39 games. Effort for back-to-back triples, no, but a reset. 10 on the clock for Key. Rip and drive. Off balance. Floater, no. Thompson 1 against 4. And now the Crews with numbers. A 3-on-1 that needs points, and Braxton Key will see to it as the Crews have cut it to 91-69, 22-point lead with 2:50 left.
That's the most nonchalant fast break alley-oop I've ever seen in my life.
Cool, calm, collected, like they knew it was going to happen well before it went down. 3-ball topside, no. No second chance opportunity there. Anthony Tucker with a miss. Kick out, corner 3, Edwards, no. Few of those tonight.
That's kind of been the story of your night. Even when there's excellent offense from the Crews, it just won't drop. Tough night.
Clemens to make it more hurtful, it won't. Crews with a 4-on-3 to the rack. Braxton to the hole, no. Can he get it back and finish? Yes. Good fight, and Clemens unable to win that battle with the big fella. Nothing easy tonight, partner.
No, nothing easy, but you love the effort here from Braxton Key. Miss it, no. Get it back, and, well, they'll be going to the line in just a second.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Welcome back to the Fieldhouse. Chad Bush, Evan Stockton with us. We have Evan Westfall on our crew. And once in a while, I have to really think after I say Evan. And yes, they're both wonderful and very good contributors, and we appreciate them both. It's Evan Stockton tonight to my right. Evan Westfall is in the truck. He's working on graphics. We appreciate him. And we also appreciate the look at the head coach for the Windy City Bulls, the Naperville, Illinois native, Henry Domersant, in his second season.
Yeah, he's a Illinois lifer. Played college ball at Eastern Illinois. He's from Naperville, and now he's coaching 25 minutes from Chicago at Hoffman Estates.
Hoffman Estates.
How many Chicagoland references can we make? Do we mention Portillo's and Giordano's?
Oh, stop it, I'm hungry. Clemens is hungry for another triple. He's been all over triples tonight, but not there. Clemens, 3 of 10 from downtown, 13 points. Here come the Crews, down by 22. Errant pass, somehow they get it back. Stanley in the paint, Chandre for 3, no. Just can't cut into it. Anthony Tucker high in the left. Cross-court pass, dangerous, and stolen away. Key caused it, and he will finish it with a slam. Cruz cut it to 20 with 1 minute left in the third.
Hey, you started, you better finish it. Good pass ahead to Braxton Key, and he's up to 14.
Couple touchdowns for him. Clemens throws it into the bench. Turnover forced. Here comes Trayvon Palmer, the super sub and super glue guy. Key will get a well-deserved rest. He's been really solid the last few minutes, including here.
Yeah, and this is a great pass ahead by Bernard as well. I know Key's wide open, but still get it ahead to him and let the man eat a little bit.
Yep.
Quick little snack.
Jules with it here. Some Nutter Butters.
Yes.
Dish down low, foul on the pass. I don't think this is a shooting foul.
You gave me some Nutter Butters before the game that I haven't eaten yet. Am I allowed to eat these for dinner on the way home?
Yeah, but if you're a guy like me, there's no way these things are leaving the building.
Right.
I mean, as soon as this quarter's over and 43.9 seconds left, I'm slamming all 8 of those pieces. There's 4.
I was going to say.
There's 4, sorry.
Okay, I was all right, let's say. They upgraded to 8 cookies?
Yeah, no,
Wow.
not so fast. What's your favorite snack?
Wow, favorite snack? Probably popcorn. Big popcorn guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bernard has a little butter on that free throw. Salt butter, simple or?
I just tossed you a lob, and you just slammed it down with one hand. I love it. I love it.
Oh, little movie theater butter there. Clemens from 17 from straight on, and that's through. Bulls back up by a clean 20 with 30 to go.
Now you need some salt on that popcorn.
Just enough.
Undersalted popcorn is one of the great crimes in this country.
Undersalted.
Yes.
Okay. Left corner, JJ for 3. Jalen Johnson, the pride of the mitten. It's a much-needed triple, and they cut it to 17 with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, this is a good end of the quarter. Not impossible, still improbable.
And Clemens quiets it all. Chandre with 2 and 1 at the buzzer. The answer, yes! Chandre shushes the Bulls to end it. How about the momentum into the fourth?
Well, apparently no one could miss a 3 to end that third quarter. Up and down we go. A little bit of life for the Crews. On to the fourth.
Oh, yeah, a lot of hype tonight in the field house. Action going on down the street. The Motor City Cruise brother, the Detroit Pistons, are playing, and they are at halftime and trailing the OKC Thunder 63-48. But the good news is in this field house right now, Chandre Jones with a 3, and it's raining threes all of a sudden after these teams were sub 30% for a long time from long distance.
You know, it's kind of funny when guys rush up the floor, they don't have time to think. Release, rotation, splash. That's exactly what just happened for Chandre Jones. Look, you like the end of the quarter for the Crews. Obviously, this game is not going the way that they wanted it to go, but you're in the fourth. There's a lot of time. You and I love college basketball. 17 points, 12 minutes to go in college basketball, game's over. 1 quarter to go, 17 minutes in pro basketball, couple of stops, couple of scores. We're right back in it, baby.
And it was part of the Crews' game last year. It was come from behind. I know we didn't do as many games, but it was come from behind and chip away and come back and win. It was kind of part of what they did. They don't have that kind of offensive firepower this year that they had last year, at least yet. But yes, in the G League, a 17-point league, like in the NBA, it can go away within a minute or two. Let's look at the numbers as we enter the fourth quarter. Evan, what sticks out to you, sir?
What sticks out to me is the balanced scoring for the Crews. You got 4 guys in double figures, Key, Kaycock, Amude, and Bernard. I'll keep singing the praises of Jules Bernard as long as they let me. This guy's played really well tonight. Again, I think this is a guy with a high ceiling. Not just the 10 points, but he's also had 3 assists, couple of rebounds as well, and 3 steals. Been good on the defensive end.
Certainly has been. Kaycock flirting with a triple-double. 10 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. And 4 steals. My goodness, he's showing off. We get a whistle, and what do we have here? Not the first possession that the Crews wanted. Turnover. Here we go, fourth quarter. Bulls with a 17-point lead. Crews have been chipping away since it was 25 in the second quarter. And we got a foul here, and free throws coming up for Mr. Carlick Jones.
And Jalen Johnson wants someone, for the love of goodness, to explain how this is a foul.
I do too.
He kind of got him on the right wrist.
Did he?
I could understand the call, yes. You know, sometimes you just got to tell the officials they're doing a good job, just to keep them sane, you know what I mean?
Always working for that next call.
Yes.
Even as a fan. The fan in all of us. So, 98-79, 3 ball. No, but the second chance opportunities tonight have been big for the Crews, not there. Bulls get it back. White is ejected from this game. And the Bulls do have some foul trouble. 5 for Kostas, Antetokounmpo, 4 for Simonovic. Here we go. 16-footer Jones, no. Cleared by Edwards. Gives it up for Bernard for 3, no. Long. Trayvon fighting, and he's out of bounds on that end line. Back to the Bulls.
Love the effort, though. Seen that a few times in this second half. The lethargic start to the second quarter, to be blunt, has doomed the Crews. That's when they fell down by a bunch of this game. But the effort's been there in the second half.
It has. Last year, the Crews won 3 out of 4 games against the Windy City Bulls. It took a late season win in Detroit by the Windy City Bulls to avoid a 4-game sweep a season ago. 115-103 win. Bulls trying to get to 100 first. 8 on the timer for Jones, who's had a big night. 23 points. And gets his 25th there on the tip back and the double tip after Simonovic missed the bunny.
I mean, that's been your story of the night. Just great play by Windy City down low. Crews have a good play, though. They're a good bounce back.
Chandre had it blocked. Edwards stuck with it. Second chance, scrappy points. This kid can do a lot. 3D glue guy, and the Bulls have reached 100. The Crews have cut it to 19. 3 banker, no. Funky bounce. Simonovic resets. And Drell's fouled by Edwards. And those are just 50-50 balls you can't afford to let go through your hands.
I provide an analysis point, but you did such a good job, Chad. There's not much else to say. And then you're good. That was a nice drive as well by Drell. Good-looking 22-year-old from Estonia. Guy who did spend a little bit of time with the Bulls in the summer league.
Yeah, and this guy can shoot it. And he's a guy that if you could shoot in this league, you're going to stick around. And we got a foul, and that's an illegal screen up front. Trayvon Palmer got busted, the Milwaukee native. And unproductive trips right now, partner. Not a recipe for a comeback.
No, absolutely. If you're trying to slim a deficit, that first 6 minutes of the fourth quarter really tell the story. And what also tells the story, it's a lot of turnovers tonight, 15 of them.
Crews trying to clean up some early season flip-flops. Need a stop here. Thompson, who's been quiet in the second half, with a little helper here and a stuff from Marco.
That's an awesome wraparound pass. Simonovic, the beneficiary of great passing down low.
Another good pass here Too low for Palmer to handle, though. Drell to the hole. Euro step is blocked by Johnson. But the clear behind his back to Clemens. Layup, no. Here come the Crews who come out clean. Edwards. Mid-post gun, no. And the Bulls by 23 with 9:10 left. Confidently across the mid-strike. Pass out, Thompson for three, got it.
I mean, it's just gorgeous basketball tonight from Windy City. Obviously, you want for better results from the Crews, but if you like basketball, the Bulls are just doing it on both ends. Here they come again.
Johnson finally breaks up the party. It has been fluid. It's Bull offense. Baker up good, and the foul. Kyler Edwards with a finish, and it stops a run, and the Crews hope it's something they can start for a comeback.
There you go. Here's the drive, taking the contact. When you're 6'4", 195, you got to learn to hang like that. Good stuff from Kyler.
Little hang and bang for a guy that good size, great athlete, good stock. Father's in the Hall of Fame at Liberty. He's a wide receiver, former NFL guy, so got a little bit of that in him. Knocks it down. Edwards now with 10 in this game. 107-84, 8.5 left. Not too late, Evan, but time's starting to wind down.
Yeah, it's getting late early here. Got to start stringing something together. Realistically, you got to be down by 12-13 with 5 minutes to go to give yourself a shot.
That sounds about right. We got a foul on Jules Bernard. Just his second.
You've been hearing that chant pretty much the whole second half, right? The whole crowd wants to see one certain man take the floor.
Ryan Terrell. They are asking for Ryan Terrell, of course, the first-round pick of the Crews in their draft. And we talked to Ryan before the season. Had a sit-down interview with him. Great young man from Southern California. There's a shot that's nearly an air ball from Clemens. And with 8:08 to go, the Crews get it back in desperate need of a run. They've got their three veterans out there, Jalen Johnson, Chandre Jones, and Trayvon Palmer. We'll see what they got left. Again, no Kiefer Sykes. A big miss tonight. He's been out since the second quarter. Chandre with a bullet to the rim and lays it in.
That's called holding down the right trigger, turboing your way to the basket for two. That was great.
I like the turbo reference.
Thank you.
Turbo down there on that left baseline, of course, the mascot for the Crews. Evan knows that.
Can you tell I played a lot of video games growing up? When someone spins, it's called hitting the circle button.
Yes, yes. They even had that back in my Nintendo days. Laying good, that's Tucker. And Bernard is going to draw a block. And that's going to go on Clemens, and that could have gone either way. Crews will take it. Boeheim into the game along with Umude. And Bernard will sit along with Chandre Jones. Edwards will sit. Jones will just go trigger on the sideline, out of bounds. Thompson out. Carlick Jones back in for the Windy City Bulls, who lead this game by 23 points with 7.5 minutes left in the game. They've led by as many as 25. The Crews led 2-0 and have not led since. Johnson to the hole, out of bounds, 9 on the timer to work with. You like the veterans' aggressiveness?
You also like the defense from Antetokounmpo down low. Look, Giannis gets all the headlines among his brothers, but there's a reason that all of them are playing pro basketball. Costas has played well second half.
On a two-way contract with the Bulls, he is. Somehow that pass finds its way through to Palmer. That's from Stanley. And that is a 109-88 game with 7:07 left. Crews defending. Costas Antetokounmpo with a slam, hoop in the arm. And the Bulls have reached 111. Make a wish.
This is just raw athleticism. You cannot coach this. You cannot teach this. This is just someone who was blessed by a higher power to do things that normal humans cannot do.
Reaching to the heavens for that one to throw it down, too. Oh, boy. Looking for his 15th point, and he has it. Costas Antetokounmpo, and the Bulls now up 112-88. 24-point lead as Boeheim kicks it back to Johnson for three. Windy City in cruise control now. Three ball good, contact after, no call, timeout, DJ Baker. And the Bulls bumping their way in the Motor City tonight with 6:37 to go. Another three. We're coming back with a final 6.5 right after this.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Well, it's game number 2 on the year for the Crews, game number 1 on the year for us, this broadcast crew. We're happy to bring one of 25 games. We'll see you throughout the season. And we look at the schedule ahead coming up for the Crews. And it'll be the Gold coming up on the 10th, the Herd on the 12th, a little road swing for the Crews, who will go to Grand Rapids, a team they scrimmaged against. And they will take them on Thursday night in GR. Start a little road swing.
Weird start to the year for the Crews. Just 1 of 5 to start at home. A lot of games at home once you get closer to Thanksgiving time and the holidays. But to start the year, they are away from home a lot, Chad.
Yes, sir. Amude bodies his way in for a bucket. He's been a standout tonight. No doubt the best offensive player, 23 points in this game. 115-90. Clemens with a long three. That's broke. Stanley with a rebound. Kick out. Chandre. Dead spot right for three. Good. Jones with a triple. It's his 3rd of the night, and he has 11 points. Here come the Crews.
And look, this is one of those games with the score being what it is. You got to find the positives. Balanced scoring tonight. 5 different guys in double figures.
Whistle and an offensive foul. So Edwards will check in for the Crews. Palmer checks out, and the Windy City Bulls will check Drell back into the lineup.
Nice job there by Amude, drawing the charge down low. He's your best player tonight for the Crews, 25 points, but he's done it on both ends, and it's been fun to see.
Yep. That's the 5th. On Costas Antetokounmpo. Chandre dump off. Jones to Johnson with a lay-in. 115-95. 5:20 left. And we've got a push out front. And it's Edwards, I believe, with a shove. Or Boeheim, rather. That'll be his 3rd. Or 4th, rather. Buddy wearing number 27.
In case you're wondering, Buddy's dad is not watching tonight because Syracuse's season opener is going on right now.
And who are the Orange taking on?
I believe they should be beating Lehigh right now, Chad. I haven't checked the score, though.
Okay. Short corner right, rolling. And Stanley Amude has been fabulous. He has 25, and with 5 minutes left, don't go anywhere. The Crews have cut it to 17. Make it 18. Eyes playing tricks on me. Just got new contacts, by the way, yesterday.
Congratulations.
I'm going to blame it on the contacts. The contacts can never add properly. Laying good. That stops the Bulls, or excuse me, stops the Crews run. Stanley to start a new one. No. Rebound Jones.
If you're not seeing things, it's always the contact's fault. It's like in golf. Bad shot, not your fault. It's the club's fault.
Always.
Always the club's fault.
Got to clean that club head.
Yes.
3 ball, right? White? No. That was Nick King, rather. Not Okara White. See, I told you the eyes. 3 ball, Edwards. Back iron miss. Quick shot there. Jarrell with a Euro step. Dump off to Thompson, who lays it in. And Ethan Thompson's been fabulous tonight. He has 22.
Who hasn't been fabulous for the Bulls tonight? They've had a lot of balanced scoring, a lot of positives they can take from this one, no doubt about it.
Yeah, 6 players in double figures. And they're looking to add to the lead here with a slay-in. That's called a slay-in.
Yeah. I think he went up for that one and went, yeah, I may miss this one. I don't want to be embarrassed. So how about I just lay it in for 2, you know? Nice and crisp.
The Bulls are slaying tonight. 121-97 over the Crews. 3:39 left. We're coming back with a Final Four from the 4th in a minute.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Crews looking to make a run. The fans are fired up. Why, Evan, are these fans so excited? The Crews are down big in this one. They're down by 24 points. What's happening?
This is the professional debut for Ryan Terrell. He's trying to be the first ever Orthodox Jew to play in the NBA. He's got the branded yarmulke to do it, and a large contingent in this crowd are happy to see him in. This guy can ball too. Amongst all levels of collegiate basketball last year, he led the country in scoring, and now he wants to go a little iso ball.
Has it with a left-hand dribble at the elbow. Pull-up jump shot up, back iron miss, no. Terrell led the NCAA 27 points a game. Pass down low's picked off. Tom Digbo is also checked in, the native of Spain, and played for Brisbane in the NBL. Bucket there for Drell, 123-97. Bulls on top, 3 minutes left. Johnson, down low to Digbo. Shot short, out of bounds. Crews will keep it baseline right.
If Ryan Terrell does not shoot the basketball every single time he touches it, this crowd is going to be very upset.
The crowd is here to see Ryan Terrell and
Yes,
the Crews,
they are.
of course, but it's an exciting moment for this young man. Played college basketball last year in New York City, Division III basketball, and was a standout. All-American first team in Division III. Edwards for 3 short. And with 2:48 left, the Bulls back the other way, up 26 points on the road, looking to get to 2-1. Bernard slaps it away. Terrell flips it ahead. Digbo to Bernard for the slam. So Terrell with a hockey assist, partner. Fine series for the Crews.
And that is the biggest cheer of the night. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yep. Tucker fading away. No. Fine box out by Terrell. Bernard with a rebound. Jules, hop, skip to the paint, rolls it in, and the foul.
I can already hear what every fan is going to say when they get in their car after the game. Just see what happened when they put Ryan in the game. In all seriousness, this is a great job by Jules getting to the 10 for 2 more. I'm telling you, I think they've got something with Jules Bernard. That is a tough finish.
It is. It's a guy they really like.
There's Ryan. Look at him get down to the deck. Love it.
Digbo with a find. 123-102. And Bernard now with 15 points. Couple of Europeans going at it here. Digbo with a rejection. And here we go. Leading the break. Edwards to Bernard with a lay-in. He's shown a nice flash here late.
Absolutely.
Get a guy that needs time, needs reps, was injured. Averaged 13 points for UCLA senior year. Charles Matthews into the game, the former Michigan Wolverine. He was acquired via a trade. And we've got a on-the-ball foul, and they're going to get Terrell on a box out.
Oh, and there's the loudest boo of the night. Oh, how can you call him?
Yeah, I got a problem with this one. This is box out.
Ryan wants an explanation. How was that illegal? What did I do wrong?
Right.
In all seriousness, Chad, as we do get another look here at what the foul was called, I think there may be a wee bit of a phantom foul call. Look, for everybody here, for every young man, young woman of that faith seeing Ryan perform out on the court, they're thinking, if he can do it, why the heck can't I? This is a really inspiring thing for a lot of people here, and it's cool to see him get in the game, even though the scoreline is what it is.
It sure is, and he'll get more time to prove himself, but the Crews took him in the first round for a reason. And lots of time left. Jules Bernard has been working on Thompson and showing some one-on-one skill here. We knew he could shoot it a bit, but Jules Bernard getting to the rack here, working hard.
Hey, if he works hard enough, this final minute, he's going to get to 20 points in the night. He's sitting about 17 right now. Done a good job getting to the line as well. Over half his points have been at the charity stripe.
They had a lot of talent on that UCLA team to spread the love with.
It's a future Big Ten foe for the Wolverines and Spartans. That'll never not be weird.
Oh, man.
UCLA
Is that really gonna
against
happen next
Michigan.
year?
Well, who knows? Money talks, I suppose.
I guess. Oh, man. We thought it was a jump for the East Coast to add a couple teams.
Right. Rutgers in the Big Ten is still weird. How am I supposed to get used to USC?
I know. The former Wolverine Charles Matthews to the hole and lays it in. Bucket a quarter for the Bulls. Crews 106. And Bernard lost it. Matthews up with it. Ahead to King.
There should be one man touching the ball in this possession. Oh, not the one we wanted.
Digbo, no. Terrell was there for the stick back. The foul called. And there should be another offensive possession each way at least.
Good to see everyone getting the game for the Crews here. Digbo going for the highlight. And then the foul called. To the line he goes.
Digbo, the southpaw, the Spaniard. Up and good. This is a guy that was taken right behind Ryan Terrell in the first round of the G League draft. Kick right behind him. Splits the pair. Matthews for three. No, sir, off the head of JJ, and here comes Edwards. Will Terrell get a shot? Edwards will. Johnson stick back good with 16 seconds left. 125-109. The Windy City Bulls do not have to take a shot, and they will not. And they will go to 2-1 on the year, including 2 wins on the road. The Motor City Crews go to 0-2 in this young season. And our first home game and first broadcast has concluded. 125-109. Evan and Chad will have post-game analysis after this. Evan, quickly, your thoughts, though, on this match that Windy City seemed to have control of most of this game.
Yeah, it got out of hand early for the Crews, but I really like the way they finished the game. I think there's a ton to build off of. Amude was awesome. Bernard was really good in the fourth quarter. It's any sports game early in the year. There's going to be a lot of bad. There's also going to be the good that you have to find. Even when you're winning ball games, Windy City's got things they need to clean up. All in all, frustrating night, but so many more games to go, and there's a lot of positives you can find from the Crews.
Stats and highlights coming up on the other side of this break. Windy City Bulls win at 125-109 over the Crews.
With your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Windy City Bulls win it tonight over the Motor City Crews in just the second game for this second-year franchise. Chad Bush and Evan Stockton back with you. 125-109, Evan.
Yeah.
Windy City wins it. Your thoughts on this contest, the first home game for the Crews?
Well, it just got away from them early. And what we were talking about, unfortunately, first quarter, early second quarter, hey, Crews got to be careful here. They can't fall too far behind or they have to take too many tough shots. frankly, that's exactly what happened. Well, the other night in Cleveland at the Charge, you take 39 threes. Tonight, 45 threes, and you only make 12, right? So just not the shots you wanted. But as you'll see on these highlights, there's a lot of good to take away from the Crews today. Unfortunately, it just fell too far behind, and you can never catch up.
Yeah, tough to catch up, especially with the Windy City Bulls offense being as prolific as it was and very fluid. These are some positive highlights. A lot of energy from Kaycock. He's going to add something, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely is. He finishes with a double-double tonight, 10 points, 14 boards, 4 of them on the offensive glass, which was good to see. But what's really good to see if you're a Bulls fan, Chicago and Windy City watching tonight, yeah, you like what Antetokounmpo was doing. You don't like Jones pulling up and hitting a shot at the end of the quarter. But the offense was beautiful for Windy City all night long. And what the best thing about it was, 54% from the field is always outstanding. But they only made 11 threes. They were 11 of 34 from downtown, so they did a really good job of getting inside and exploiting the mismatches in terms of size and athleticism down low. Antetokounmpo, a big reason why I really like the way he played in the second half, Chad.
Yeah, big-time performance for the big man. And it was defense, hustle at times for the Crews, which led to offense like this. Jules Bernard with a spark at the end of this game. He finishes with 19 points in 31 minutes played. All in all, as you said it, this game comes down to making shots. And, 43% tonight for Motor City Crews, not enough, especially 12 of 45 from the long line. It's one of those games where you're going to look back and say, well, you weren't out-rebounded like mad, but the money balls count. And tonight, Windy City was just prolific from downtown.
Look, you never want to lose games, but I think DJ Baker at the end of the day, early in the year, you drop 1 or 2. There's things you can pull out of it. Now, the 2 losses they've had have been different style losses. At Cleveland, you lose by 2 points in overtime in that Elam ending the other day. And today, you never were really in it. So I think a loss like this grabs the boys' attention more than a 2-point loss in overtime on a buzzer-beating, game-winning 3. Tonight, DJ can get them in film and go, okay, guys, now you really need to listen to me because tonight did not go as we wanted it to.
No, absolutely right. And Motor City was led by Stanley Amude's 25 points in this game, 5 of 9 from downtown, 19, as we mentioned, from Bernard. The Crews would get 14 from Braxton Key. And all in all, just a night where the Crews didn't have enough to stick with the Windy City Bulls, who had all kinds of help coming from every which way, including Carleek Jones, 27 points. And that's coming off the heels where he was the high scorer as well. Their last time out, 21 points, so he has been the guy that's been a bit of a surprise for them. Also 22 points for Ethan Thompson, most of that coming in the first half, and 18 from Chris Clemens. And up next, Evan, look, the Bulls are going to continue their path and try to go back home and get some wins. They've been on the road for 3 straight. Always nice to go back home after 2 out of 3 on the road winning.
Yeah, they've got back-to-back games against Iowa and then one trip to Sioux Falls, which has been a very good G League affiliate for the Miami Heat over the years. As for the Crews, we were alluding to this. What a weird start to the year. Just 1 home game in the first 5. You got to go to Grand Rapids over the weekend, a couple of games at Wisconsin. Then you play 1 home game against the Herd on the 17th on the road again. And then finally you get a bunch of games at home right around Thanksgiving. But tough start for the Crews in terms of schedule. Got to find a way to get some wins on the road.
Certainly do. We want to thank our hard-working crew tonight. And a whole lot of great effort coming from our crew, our fine staff on the prep. Coming back for year 2. We're very grateful for it. And we want to thank our executive producer, Alex Westfall, doing a great job back at the PPC. And we appreciate all of his hard work.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, he's done a great job. We appreciate Jason Radulski on camera, Kyle Buchanan on the camera as well, Bradley Ross on camera 3, Craig Patterson on audio, Fish on utility, and Alex Mayer, our technical director tonight, Adam Fuller on replay, Evan Westfall on graphics, and Matt Schwartz, the Schwartznator, on audio. Thank you, everybody, for tonight. Thank you, Evan. Appreciate it very much. Look forward to seeing you down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the best to you, sir. Until we see you again. Always a pleasure. 125-109, the Bulls over the Crews. My name's Chad Bush. For the rest of our hardworking and talented crew, thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody from Midtown Detroit.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.